Andy Warhol said that art is anything you can get away with. And I want to get away with a lot. I want to get a generous NEA grant to build tiny video cameras designed to be mounted down inside of porta potties. And then go off on a road trip of Midwestern towns and secretly install these things in all these porta potties and end up with hours and hours of video footage of turds sliding out of large white corn-fed Midwestern asses. And then once I've accumulated all this video footage, I would then use video morphing technology to morph them all together into one continuous, never-ending turd sliding out of one continuous morphing big white fat ass. And then I'd go to Washington, D.C. and project this video footage up on the side of the Capitol building. I want to get a commission to do a large outdoor sculpture and fountain to be installed at the entryway to Wall Street or some other major financial center. As you're entering, on the right there'd be an elevated platform with all these stainless steel statues of rich white men in suits. And then on the left, there'd be this sunken platform, which would be the basin of the fountain, and along with that would be all these sculptures of poor people with brown skin and females and otherwise very marginalized sections of the population. And the stainless steel men in business suits would all have these maniacal, arrogant grins on their faces, and they'd all be reclined with their pants just down far enough for their butts to be squirting a stream, an arc of shit-colored water up through the air and down into the mouths of the people in the lower section of the fountain. So then anyone entering this Wall Street or this other financial center would be forced to walk under this gauntlet of these great arcs, streaming arcs of shit flying through the air and down into these poor other downtrodden people. So now we won't get into the question of is it art, but what I want to explore is what is my motivation in proposing these art projects. I finally went to Burning Man a few years ago, and yes, there's some real world-class art at Burning Man. There's also a whole lot of total bullshit passing itself off as art. And I am eminently qualified to make this call because I went to art school, okay? And it is my direct personal experience of being an angry, wounded young man, specifically choosing to do provocative, disturbing artwork because at the time I thought it was worthy art, but in retrospect I'm convinced that I was simply lashing out at the world. So projecting a continuously morphing turd coming out of asses onto the side of the Capitol building, forcing businessmen and finance bankers to walk under a gauntlet of arcs of shit flying through the air. Is it art? You decide. And is this monologue worthy of no shame theater? The ball is in your court. Thank you.